What I'm trying to get away from is the mark, the personal mark. I want them to be more ego-free in a way, more like they were made. The reason I use the dots is because it references dust, cosmic dust, stardust, particles, quantum particles, constant buzz and hum, like things are not static, they're in flux. And so I want to represent that. Getting back to it's great.
The artists who show at Philadelphia's Rosenfeld Gallery are known far and wide for their beautiful and painterly art. A number of these artists work with encaustic, which is pigment mixed with wax. Sara Mast is one of these terrific artists, and her Western perspective and interest in science informs her work.
My name is Sara Mast. I'm from Bozeman, Montana, where I paint. These paintings are a lot about my relationship to my place where I live. I live in the foothills of the Bridger Mountains, and my night sky is quite all-encompassing. I actually learned how to do encaustic for the first time in Italy in 1977. When I went to art school in New York, I abandoned it for oil paint, so painted in oils for years. Transformed my studio into an encaustic studio in 1995. As you look at the images, there are recognizable things in them, unlike, a pure abstraction. I've always sort of woven the two together, but I really think all painting is abstract. I moved to Montana in 1991, and I was always a landscape painter. When I first moved to Montana, I was doing more grid-like landscapes with a horizon line. And what happened when I moved to the mountains is my horizon line suddenly shifted up. So the tops of the mountains became my horizon line. And then from there it was just the sky. My sense of identity and connection to place became more the bowl of the sky than the earth beneath my feet. The night sky is one of the things about the West that's so amazing, because you can still see the band of the Milky Way going across the sky. Living in Montana allows you the sense to look inward, but it also gives you this very cosmic vision of where we are externally in the universe. So that just became more and more important in my work.
Do you have a cowboy hat?
I do not own a cowboy hat, no. I own cowboy boots.
Do you ride horses?
I don't. No, and I live in Bozeman, which is a ski town, and I don't ski. I cross-country ski. It's a little wasted on me, but I'm using it for other reasons.
What made you want to move out there?
Very strong connection to place and to land and to landscape. I lived on the East Coast for years, and I'm from the Midwest originally, from Iowa. And I missed that connection with the land, and when I first moved to Montana I had a garden, and so I was really doing a lot of everyday experience in the earth and digging, but I feel like that connection is really important to me and to my art.
Is there an artist community out there?
Yeah, there's a very great artist community. In fact, Debbie Butterfield and John Buck, who are really successful, well-known artists, live in Bozeman. And they will say the same thing, that they don't have their careers in Montana. I don't have my career in Montana. But it's a great place to live and make your work. You don't maybe have that experience in Philadelphia of seeing the night sky like I do, but I can bring that in some sense to you, and that importance of us being connected to nature. I think that's what my work, a lot of what my work is about, is reminding us of that. The new piece is entitled Our Birth. I do a lot of research on the NASA website. You know, it's public domain. We can access all their photographs, Voyager, Apollo, all the photographs they've taken. Also, they've taped sounds of the universe. Really, since the 90s when the Hubble came online, our whole way of seeing has changed through that mediated vision of the Hubble, the Spitzer, the Chandra telescopes. I found an image this summer, and when I saw it, I said, I can't believe that this isn't all over the front pages of all the newspapers in the world. This is so amazing. It was a photograph of our Milky Way galaxy and the black hole in the middle of it. And then it was a DNA spiral nebula, absolutely the exact structure of a DNA coming out of the center of the black hole in our Milky Way galaxy. What's in our cells in the most microcosmic way that we can now see through a mediated vision, through a microscope, right? We can now see through these telescopes out in the farthest reaches of the universe. And to be that analogous visual image of what's inside the tiniest aspect of us and which is out there in the largest aspect we can imagine, it just fascinates me. And so that painting is a painting of the Milky Way galaxy, the black hole in the center, and then the DNA spiral coming out. That's where that's from. And Our Birth, the title, I mean, that's who we are. We're birthed out of the universe. I mean, there's this big argument going on now about primordial soup theory versus comet theory. And they're finding that the stuff on comets was dropped on our planet and may have stimulated life. So in fact, we are made of the same stuff.
Sara, this is great.